What's up, everybody? The next game we're about to check out in this great dramatic series of just playing games on this channel is going to be Firewatch. As far as I've known, I've avoided a lot of spoilers. It's about a dude that watches fires and goes on wacky adventures in the woods. For most games like this, whenever there's moral choices, you know, be good, be bad, all that kind of bullshit, I'm usually a nice person. I save the little kids and BioShock, always take the positive approach when possible. This game is going to be a regular asshole. Whenever there's an opportunity to be a smart ass, I'm just going to go full blown, just jerk the whole time. Let's get started. If you ever heard of Campo Santo, it's a possibility. They're a little side studio for people who used to work for 2K and Telltale and all sorts of good stuff like that. You should listen to the Idle Thumbs podcast. You'll learn who all of them are. They've always seemed like really cool guys, so it should be a cool game. I don't see anything. Am I supposed to acknowledge this? I guess so. Okay. Mid-20s, laughing with older professors and grad students. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. Acknowledge. I am drunk. We're going hard. You're pretty. You are not your future. What you ask over? Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter when they hear Julia's boyfriend. That's some good work. All I have to do is tell her she's pretty. You're stating already. Alright, so I'm trying to use a controller. I just gotta figure out what buttons do what now. Okay, got sprint. Around. That poor backpack. Date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Best ones do. Move in, share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Acknowledge. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to run through her class. It's also intimidating with general German Shepherd. Nothing bad happened to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. So, I'm going to pick the German Shepherd, even though I don't really like... All the German Shepherds I know are kind of dumb. I can't stand little dogs. Mayhem's an excellent dog. He lives wrestling with you in the park and goes Julia runs. You know he's too big to bring to school. Julia loves him all the same. Mayhem is a friend, child, and pet all rolled into one. That is the same thing that my dog Romeo is. He's my little buddy. He's asleep on the couch right now. So this is 4 years later from that point. You're talking on the deck. It's summer, 9:30, and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids are not very smart or good at much. I'm saying, if you and I have some, a couple little idiots. That would be pretty good. One day while I rush. I shouldn't be mean to the girlfriend, I guess. I don't know how to take one day while I rush. Oh, it just means in the future, I guess. Yeah, bad. Kids would be okay. In that case, you should probably get married. Yeah, I like that you say. These kids are gonna be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. She's absolutely right. Where the fuck my backpack go? So we have a map here. Do not forget to check in, learn to live with bears, no fireworks. It's not recommended for inexperienced hikers. So, you know, start cruising along here. 1 year after last, 5 years after certain. Thursday and Julia's 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angry by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time, and you fight when she gets between the sheets. Get mad. You call her an incident and consider an asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it, and it hurts her feelings. Julia will remember that. Next year, Julia also likes to draw. She draws plans from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. I would frolic like a model just for the hell of it. Julia was right. You are very pretty. By the hands and the feet, he looks like one of the guys from Team Fortress 2 so far, by the way. I don't know how much we'll see of said character other than these little things, but... 2 forks! 8 more miles still. The sign didn't say still. That's the sun right there. 82. 7 years since we started dating. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Mayhem at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Mayhem runs away. Made me move fuck the dog. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker. You scare him away, or beat his goddamn face in. Beat his goddamn face in. Your arm gets cut up, but you've beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Interestingly, we just walked by 2 forks in the mountains there, and they're thinking about when there's 2 forks in life right there. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale's in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Convince her not to take the job. Agree if she commutes back and forth. Someone that's dealt with this in a relationship before. We will do agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she move back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julia sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that are important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. We will offer help. After seeing multiple doctors have many tests, they're worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. Both decide to keep it a secret for now. This is getting kind of depressing already. And this game isn't... Just in case you haven't seen anything about this game is this stuff. It's Rome in the Woods shit. It's not always just the stories. Oh! I feel like we gotta blur that. Mayhem is getting older. He got silver hair down his back and slows down at night. You and Julia walk him to the bar to see your friends, and it feels like nothing has changed. Julia goes back to work. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. This is like up the video game right now. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds from between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility, or you're determined to take care of her by yourself. We're going to move her into a facility so she gets the help she needs. This game is already pretty sad. I don't know if I'm going to be an asshole anymore. I always thought this was just a happy-go-lucky romp through the forest kind of deal. I didn't realize it was going to have negative connotations. Hello, sir. You are truly the king of the jungle. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day, then every other day. You go out to the bar with your friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to see old friends that much. So now we're isolating ourselves as well. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Months go by, Mayhem dies. Julie doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less. And seeing her less and less makes her forget you more. You think. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Firewatcher, presumably. And here's our new home. Wait, I just saw... Did someone just flash across the screen at the bottom, too? As I've said in many games so far, I always love looking up at the nighttime skies. It's a very cool one. Just soak it all in here for a second before we move ourselves into our little hut. I think I've determined this year that at some point in life, I want to try to go out to like where the desert is, like out west. I'm from the East Coast. I want to go west and try to go to like Arizona or something. Just go look at the stars one night. It's supposed to be awesome out there. Oh, you punched that switch, sir. Floor of the Shoshone poster.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
That's me.
Two Forks Tower, this is Thoroughfare Tower. Come in.
Shh.
I know you're there. Your lights are on. Hello, Two Forks, come back. Pick up your radio.
I'm trying to find it, woman. I'm trying to learn the buttons, too. It's very tough.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I... sleep? Forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Alright, so we're gonna go with... You killed 3 ex-husbands, you're rebelling against mom, no one back home can stand you. We're gonna go with killing husbands.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Welcome to the job. Look, he's using his typewriter.
Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Hey, sorry. Guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus. I guess it's, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job.
Tobes.
There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
Yeah, killing
Just
it.
to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Which one goes west?
Are those fucking fireworks?
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
They kick the shove him? Remember, taking that
Do you think you
discipline.
can handle that?
Like, kick the shit out of him sort of straight?
No. Jesus, no.
What? I'm not a cop. It's not like I've got a rule book over here.
Just make sure they don't do it again. Take their shit.
All right, fine.
Don't feed anyone a knuckle sandwich.
Ha!
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
I'm not trying to... Secure.
Secure.
Shut up.
Ha! I wish even though the game knew... Like, the game obviously knows I'm using a controller. Because I can use the controller to do stuff. I wish it would... Okay, I guess that's where I am. Or on the way to the cache. I wish it would use... I can't talk right now. I wish it would use the actual controller buttons when this stuff comes up. And not keep talking about... Like spacebar to hop over. It's not. It's the A button. I only really worry about it too because I don't want to miss something because I'm trying to talk to her and...
I found the supply box.
Great.
Like he even uses this little thing all by himself. We can draw on the map here. Found a note between a couple of guys. People lose their shit
Do
here.
people lose their shit doing this job? There's a note that says a guy just left his post.
It happens, yeah. You're not gonna pop your top, are you, Henry?
I wasn't planning on it.
So I'm trying to figure out what... Okay. Got some rope.
Hey, there's a snack in here. Probably gonna eat it.
You definitely do not want to do that. Whatever's in there has been in there for years. That's how you get food poisoning.
I'm actually dealing with a bout of food poisoning right now. It's actually a horrible... Do I want to eat it still or no? Do I want to litter? No, I'll put it back. Be responsible. Yeah, I've had food poisoning this weekend. And I think it's food poisoning. Definitely a stomach bug. And it's the worst thing ever. I figured out that I was sick because what happened was I was driving my car and I got heat flashes and then chills, and then I decided to pull over on the side of the highway.
Hey, there's a tree out here that's been ripped to hell.
And?
Don't you think that's, disconcerting?
Henry, there are 500-pound grizzly bears out here. They sharpen their claws on trees.
We don't have grizzlies in Colorado. People killed them a long time ago.
Well, in the thoroughfare, they hunt people, they kill people, they bury their bodies, and then come back weeks later to eat them because they prefer rotten meat. People just disappear.
Don't you think that's disconcerting?
No, Henry, that's life.
Christ, lady.